Hey, what is up, guys? This is Church of Caboose, and today we're going over the new Divinity Trace Rifle Exotic Quest. We're going to talk about how to pick it up, starting off right now. So you've spawned the Harbor of Sorrow. Go off to the right, so we're going to be heading towards where we first started this whole area off at, because we need to go to the start of the raid in patrol in order to kill some Vex and get the quest for the Divinity Auto Rifle, the Divinity Trace Rifle. What the Trace Rifle does is this sucker basically makes it where kind of like Hammer Strike or Tether, where all your teammates get to do some increased damage, and so that's why it's nifty. It is their raid exotic, finally a raid exotic that is not completely and totally 100% RNG, which is fantastic and amazing. So you start off in the Sanctuary of Harbor, whatever that thing, and go to the lunar battlegrounds off to the right of that spawn point. That's where all the nightmares are at. Then we're going to go off towards the left, towards that crevasse, and I'm making sure my fire teammates catch up here. But anyways, you go off there over to the left. Once you get out of that bridge, go down into the valley cave type of a thing, and we're going to have some fun down here. All you got to do is kill a couple waves of Vex, and bingo, bango, bongo, you've got the quest. Now, killing these ads is not super duper tough at all. It's pretty normal, easy, not that bad. We had a fire team member who's around 900 power. Another fire team member who I believe was a little under 900 power. So really not a big deal at all trying to kill these things. I was trying to do some Ariana's Vow Catalyst stuff, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's a different quest thing the Catalyst deal than before. So if you're wondering, you can pick up the Ariana's Vow Catalyst at Banshee, at least as of today, as I'm recording this October 8th. So I would presume it's available all week. But anyways, so we're at this archway thing, killing all the Vex. They all randomly spawn in waves. There should be 3 waves, and then a boss fight. You kill everything, and you get the exotic quest to drop. If you have not tried the raid Garden of Salvation yet, this is where you start off. You have to kill pretty much the same ads in order to activate that little gate, which takes you to the Black Garden, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Have not gotten a raid clear yet, but I hope to do that this week. Speaking of raid clears, and in case I forget to mention this later, there is a puzzle you have to do in the raid in order to finish the Divinity quest, and so I would highly suggest you check out Dado's guide on it, because he already has out a guide on the whole shebang, as well as how to do the raid puzzle quest. So you guys should check that out. What I am doing is perhaps different from others, and I'm showing everything you have to do between the very first of picking up the quest until the raid. So that's what I'm aiming to do with this video. So there you go. There's the boss guy. Kill the boss guy. Just use whatever you have, and it's not that big of a deal. And then bing, right there on the right, there's the exotic quest. What's this? What's this? So then all you gotta do now is hunt down some lost sectors. So you can go to the Cistern. There's one in Artifact's Edge, and there's another one in the Tangle. So for the Cistern, we're gonna go to the lost sector. It's all Vexy, kind of by that big spire type of thing. So you spawn there, go forward, then go left, and just follow the path that I am taking in the video. That's all you gotta do. And once you get to the lost sector, I will explain a little bit more. Right here, I'm gonna let my fire teammates catch up, because they did not spawn in as quickly as I did. So I appreciate you guys all so much for checking in and checking out my video. Please let me know if you found this to be helpful. I took some time to make sure I was recording as I was going, and making sure that you guys could see everything that I was seeing as I was doing this, to maximize your efficiency for finding everything, as opposed to showing very small snippets. There you go. There is the entrance, kind of by that Vex Milky River thing. Just run on in down there, and we're going to look for that lost sector. Not lost sector, for this little conflux thing. Now, I would suggest, depending upon your confidence in your own abilities, to kill the ads in the lost sector as much as you can without having to waste your own time. So if you can't survive without killing anything, then you should probably kill at least a little bit. So here we are. We're in the conflux. All you got to do is run forward. Jump on top of that big structure you see there in front of me, and then you turn to your right, and there you go. There's a little doorway you go through. So this is how you get to the conflux in the Cistern. Now, when you get these confluxes and activate them, you get a couple of ads that spawn in, a Minotaur and a couple of lower level individuals. Nothing too fancy or major, so don't worry about it. Here I am just letting my fire team figure out where I'm at and trying to catch up to me. Here they come, alright. Again, this might seem like a little bit of a waste of time, but I'm trying to let you guys see exactly what I see so you know right where this puppy is at to make it a little bit easier to find this for yourselves, because sometimes when there's ads, it can make things a little bit more hectic. So here we go, we activated the conflux. Now all you gotta do is kill those things that spawn in, and you've got your part. Now you have to have 3 lost sectors that you go into in order to finish this part of the step. So we are 1/3 of the way done. Now we are going to the Watcher's Grave. We're going to drive on over to the Tangle. You could get there from the Cistern. I was just weird and went to the Watcher's Grave. So all you're going to do is just follow, like once again, the same path that I take if you're going verbatim what I am doing. If you notice on your map, you might see 2 adventures, and that's the lost sectors between those 2 adventures. So I'm going to just go ahead and go under Bandit 99's little barge thingy from good old Season of Opulence. Hope you guys are enjoying this season so far. Or not every season, it's a whole new year. Shadowkeep so far, as well as Season of the Undying, I sure am. I hope to get a video out about the heroic or hero nightmares sometime soon. Make no promises. I still gotta get that first raid clear of the Garden of Salvation in, so make no promises. But I want to do my best to get both out, and I want to work on a guide and stuff like that for the Garden of Salvation. Here you go. There's the lost sector that you need. Boop. There it is. Boop. I want to show you on the map here real quick. So there you go. See, it's kind of between those 2 adventures. Just run on down, and we're going to do a bunch of ad clearing and looking, because we weren't 100% sure where this conflux was at, but we did find it. Really appreciate you guys for checking out my video. I love you all for doing that, and if I look like I'm going fast, that's because I increased the video speed. So if you're like, but Church, my character can't go that fast. Well, that makes sense because I use a digital program to speed this whole thing up. So you guys don't have to watch it as long. Look at all those ads. Recluse is the bomb. By the way, speaking of Recluse, it is way, way easier these days to get to 2100. Like, it took me so much mental energy and time getting to 2100 before Shadowkeep. And then it kind of accidentally got to like 25, 2600, something like that without really meaning to on purpose, and how comp is set up this season. So if you guys haven't gotten Recluse, Lunar Tower, and Mountaintop yet, I would highly suggest you go for it. Alright, now we got all the ads cleared out. We're like, hey, where is this chest? It's like trying to find what's that one cartoon character dude? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? It's kind of like where's Waldo, but we find it. Here we go. It's not that far out. Alright, come on. Here we go. I was kind of talking over the video as it goes, so they didn't speed this up enough. But that's okay. Hopefully you guys can have an idea of what I was going through. Nothing too majorly difficult. Just a little time consuming. So right around here where Genesis is like, hey, I found it. I found the yellow brick road. I was real close. I thought I was real close right there. Alright, so this is where we walked in, more or less, kind of, to the lost sector. Yep, that's right when we came in. So over there, up in the left, where you see the other tag of Genesis, that's where our conflux is at. And we activate it. And here we go. Now, this happened to be the 3rd lost sector I did, so you might see the quest completion drop, but that's okay. We'll still show you the other one. Yep, there it is. You see it. But we're going to still show you the other location because that's 2. Now we're going to show you the location over in Artifact's Edge. Alright, so here we are going to the Artifact's Edge. Now I really hope this Divinity Trace Rifle is totally worth it. I myself am a little tired of PlayStation having like the Wave Splitter and all this other stuff. Thankfully we now have it on Xbox as well, the Wave Splitter, as an RNG drop. But it is really nice to have a raid exotic weapon or we know the raid exotic, that is not completely RNG based. I've got like 4 or 5 Tarabas. A friend of mine who's got way more clears just has no Tarabas, and same with Anarchy. I have an Anarchy, other people have way more clears dump. Anyways, drop down, go off to the left, follow the same path that I'm doing once again, and we are going to go ahead and check out this lost sector to find our third and final conflux. Yeah, getting that last conflux. Here we go. Most of these are partway through the lost sector if you haven't noticed already. And I hope the timestamps at the beginning have helped you guys to find what you need. Tried really hard to use all the quest names, that kind of thing, but not all the quest names were things I either remembered what they were or could find on the internet when I was trying to put down the info. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and clear out all the ads. That thought might be a little bit easier for you guys if I get the ads gone to see where we find all these things at. So that's why, part of why we're clearing all the ads, partially. Part of it's because too we were also looking for it. That's okay. Also, I kind of wanted to loot. Just kind of curious to see if anything nice would drop, you know? Get a little God roll, dust crop blues, you never know. Once again, this is also a sped up footage. Alright, so we're getting really close, but off to my right from where you see me shooting that rocket is where we're going to be going through the hall to find that last conflux. This happened to be the second one that we did. But this is the third one and your final one in the video that we are covering that you need to find in order to move on to the next step. And the next step's pretty fun, so brace yourselves. Oh boy, man, this is not quite as short as I thought it would be, but that's okay. I was really hoping to make this a nice and short guide. I was like, you know what, I'm not completely sure how I can do that without like not showing you guys where things are at. So there you go. There is the hallway. So if you see that like kind of chest you're shooting at, just up on this edge, when you first walked in, just hop up on your left, and there you go. There's a little tunnel thing. Like, hey Genesis, over here, Genesis, come here, buddy. And that's where we are at. And that's how you get to this last lost sector in this video. All right, moving on to the next step. All we have to do is kill a ton. Alright, and now we gotta kill the Vex for defragmentation. Nothing too crazy, you got 2 options. First, if you have the Vex offensive unlocked, I would suggest you should go into there. 1, because you get nice, powerful rewards, and so you'll probably level up at least a little bit by doing the Vex offensive. Option number 2, maybe you don't have the Vex offensive unlocked yet, and so what I would do is go to Ikora, pick up the quest on all those Vex bounties, and you'll get the quest that says something like Eyes on the Moon, something like that, where you have to defeat 3 Gate Lords, and you will be participating in the event that I'm doing right now. We went with this event because one of my fire team members had not yet unlocked this, and we thought, hey, 2 birds with 1 stone. So when you kill, in the process of getting these 3 Vex Lords down, odds are you and your fire team will get all 120 of those Vex core fragments while you're trying, or decryption core fragments, while you're getting those Gate Lords destroyed. So nothing too difficult. I believe it seems to be you get 1 of those fragments per Vex that you killed, based off of my experience when I was playing, but it's pretty hard to keep exact tallies. It's just kind of what it felt and looks like as I played, and then as I'm watching this again as I am talking and recording this audio for you guys for the video. That's all you gotta do for this step. Not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty straightforward. This quest is quite a hoot, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Alright, and we are almost done with this whole quest step. So far it's been pretty fun. I really like this a lot. Not too grindy, not too boring. Sometimes you're like doing these exotic quests, like, oh my god, Bungie, why don't you just hit me over the head with the rubber mallet? But this was not that bad feeling to me. I actually had quite a bit of fun. But anyways, you get to kill all these Gate Lords, and by the way, this is such a cool quest. And, well, not so much the quest, but yeah, the quest is cool. But more of the activity up top. Right, we are almost done. Almost done. All you gotta do is you go now to see Ikora. She gives you a powerful reward. I got the Operative, or whatever, the Vex Vex Offensive Energy Hand Cannon. And it dropped it about 5 or 6 power higher than my base power level. What I mean by base power level is, you know how your artifact can give you like a boost to your power level. Well, if you take that off, that's what I mean by base power level. So if say I have +8 artifact, and so I'm 228, then 928, then 920 would be my base power level. So anyways, once you see Ikora, you gotta go to the moon and go to the lectern. When you go to the lectern, you'll have to turn in 30 phantasmal fragments, and ba-ching! All you have left to do is the raid with the puzzles. And once again, for the love of God, check out Dado's video on the raid puzzle goodness. It is fantastic. I will definitely be using it myself when I go into the raid over the next couple of days to finish my divinity. So you guys should definitely check that out as well. And look, there's a loud lullaby. Speaking of which, I have a video about the loud lullaby. But anyways, guys, I really hope this video was super duper helpful. I tried very hard to make this where you guys can see exactly what I went through and have all the details, as opposed to me assuming that you know something maybe you don't know. I am Church of Caboose. Have a great week, and as always, happy gardening, y'all.